Alright, on the edge of the parking garage with the Greyhound station behind me. I want to talk about rake and promo money. Interesting concept, because usually people combine the two numbers. So here it's 5 plus 3. So I used a question mark in the title because I think a lot of people would just say like, oh, the rake here is $8. To me, they're such separate things. The rake here is 5, the promo is 3. Rake goes to the casino and it never comes back. The casino needs to operate the poker room and they take $5 maximum per hand. The promo money comes back. It comes back to the players in theory, it comes back to the players in practice. Like, you're gonna get it back somehow. Maybe not exactly how much you pay into it, maybe more, maybe the same, maybe you're on the short side of it, but the promo money comes back. Like if I were dealing, I don't remember vividly anyone asking this question over the summer, but if I'm dealing at Orleans, which is 5 rake plus 2 promo, and someone asks what's the rake here, I would say it's 10% of the pot, but capped at $5. I would not even mention the money coming out of the pot for promo purposes because the player didn't ask. It's such a separate thing. Rake disappears, promo money goes and comes back. So I've never seen $3 come out of a pot, $3 max per hand for promo purposes, but it is here. It definitely wasn't the case. I'm like very sure it wasn't the case in 2020 when I played here a lot. I think I would have remembered that. Most places are 1 or 2 if they have it. Here is 3. So it might sound like a lot. Oh, 8 total and 3 for the promo. Think about the rake. Just think about the rake for a second. $5. Like, that's the lowest there is. When I moved to Vegas in 2015, most places were 4. And shortly after I moved, a few places changed to 5, and then eventually every place changed to 5. Almost every place. Asterisk. In late 2023, I think it was, Sahara finally changed from $4 maximum to 5. That was the last place I know of that had $4 maximum rake in no limit hold'em games. So 5 is the norm, and some places are 6 now. Red Rock and Bally's, you probably call Bally's Horseshoe. So 5 is the lowest there is of any place I know in the world, and that's what it is here. So like when you're thinking, oh, what's the rake there? And if someone shoots out the number 8, well, it's not, because 8 kind of makes it sound like it's high. The number for rake is really 5, which is tied for the lowest there is. That's good. And 3 for the promo. So to me, they're totally separate things. And do I like 3 for the promo instead of like 1 or instead of 2? I love it, because I think my style, I pay very little into the promo fund. I pay small amounts of rake. I win a small number of large pots. So the rake and the promo money is paid mostly by the people winning the hands. Kind of indirectly, it gets confusing and messy, but by people beating those people in hands. There's someone playing like every single hand and in an hour wins like 18 hands. That person paid a lot of rake. That person paid a lot into the promo fund, and then you stack that person, and that person has a lot less money in his or her stack because that person won so many pots along the way, paying $5, $6, $7, $8 coming out of the pots for rake and promo purposes. So people beating the loose people pay it indirectly in that sense, but directly it's paid by people winning the hands. So if you play tag and win a small number of large pots, you don't pay into it that much. So I feel like I'm coming out ahead. It's also just great for the room. It like attracts people. Every day has a high hand here. The smallest amount is $300. Like, I don't know, I'm used to places in Vegas that like are nowhere near that. Venetian's doing that mystery stuff now, so it could be very large, but normally it's not. 300 is the minimum. There are times where it's 400, and on Thursday for 9 hours it's 500. That's awesome. There's also there's the Rakeback schedule. Should if I could get all of it on one picture. And also the other big thing is the Rakeback. So there's 20 hours in a 4-day period, 30 hours in a 4-day period, and 40 hours in a 4-day period, which not many people are taking advantage of, because I had to sign something when I got paid on Saturday for last week's Rakeback, and I'm pretty sure that sheet I signed, like, I saw everyone who got some amount of hours. Not just the people who got the same amount of hours as me, I got the 30-hour level, but everyone. And it was only like 8 people, which is like surprisingly small. Like, play 20 hours in 4 days and you get 150 bucks. I don't know, in Vegas, like, people would be flocking to that and like sleeping at the table if they had to get the high level, which is the 40 hours. But different out here how people view it. But those are the two big things. Where the promo money goes, it comes back to you. And I love things that are fairly low frequency, even though fairly low severity, even though here $300, $400, $500 for high hands is pretty big. Low severity, high frequency. I am not a fan of bad beat jackpots. Yeah, it's really cool when the number gets high. If you ever hit one, it's awesome. You could play poker for 10 lifetimes and never hit a bad beat. On the other hand, people hit full houses. Like here, there's a small part of the week where it's just queens full to qualify for the bad beat. Often aces full, but there are days where it's queens full. People hit queens full, people hit kings full, people hit aces full, people hit quads, people hit straight flushes. Straight flushes are rare, but like, I can't imagine there's anyone who's played poker for like 1,000 hours and never hit quads. Like, people hit full houses and quads, and those get paid. And then you have total control over playing 20 or 30 or 40 hours in a 4-day period early in the week and getting some rakeback money out of that. So I love when like the money actually comes back to the players rather than just all the money going into a bad beat fund, which is what it was in Milwaukee when I played there a lot in 2013 and 14. I remember a very, very short time where there were splash pots. Besides that, I think the only thing there was the bad beat jackpot. And I don't even think I was in the room. I think it hit in that stretch where I was playing there a lot, but I don't even think I was in the room that day. So like, it's so infrequent. It might be good for marketing purposes. I think this is even better for marketing purposes. Like, you know, plenty of people played Thursday trying to hit a high hand for $500. Okay, if you don't, like, you're aware though, you hit like aces full sometimes and quad sometimes and occasional straight flush. Like, it's within your grasp. Like, it's things that actually happen. So I like these. I like the promos here. So when you look at the rake, to me it's just 5, but most people ask about the rake and they're asking about the rake and the promo. 5 plus 3, the 3 leaves and comes back, because you can play 20 hours in half a week and 30 hours in half a week and 40 hours in half a week, and you hit queens full and full houses with 3 kings and full houses with 3 aces, and you hit quads, and this money comes back. We had someone, well, yesterday or 2 days ago, hit 2 $400 high hands. On Thursday, there was a guy at our table who hit 2 $500 high hands. Yeah, not the norm, but like, full houses are winning these amounts of money. People hit full houses. So it's, to me, when you ask about the rake here, it's 5, which is tied for the lowest on the planet that I know of. Awesome. Yeah, 3 to the bad beat fund maximum per hand is a lot, but you need to fund these promos that you're having somehow. That's how you do it, and it comes back. So it's not, it's a very, very, very different thing. 5 plus 3 versus a rake of 8. Just $8 maximum every hand going to the casino and never coming back. People kind of word it sometimes like that's what the rake is here, like $8. No, it's 5 plus 3. 5 rake plus 3 promo. I'm a fan of it, even though it's unique. I don't know of another place that does $3 maximum per hand. And that's my take on promo money and rake money. And if you will know, I do not recommend staying in the parking garage for this long, but I'm doing things that you have no idea they're even going on to protect myself here. So film this whole video one shot here in the parking garage. Now I'm gonna get out of here. And remember, rice is a spoon food.